Hey everybody, I'm Adam.
I'm Michael.
And today we're going to talk about Horror Hound Indianapolis edition. Even though we're born in Ohio. So,
Yeah.
full disclosure,
Yeah.
we're recording this episode for...
But you're going to tell me something.
No. I'm telling this to our viewers. We're recording this episode in advance because I'm going to be going on vacation for a week. So we don't want you to miss out on our sweet, sweet vocal tones. So Mike's going to tell me all about his visit to Indianapolis for the Horror Hound convention this past weekend.
This is the third one I've attended now.
The third Horror Hound?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I went to Indianapolis, then I went to Cincinnati, then I went to Indianapolis.
I should go with you sometime, even though I don't give a shit about horror.
You should, just because you will find it cool how accessible the celebrities are. They're right fucking in front of you.
Okay. Because horror, as far as like film genre, it's like the Kmart of films.
Motherfucker.
I'm just saying, like, okay, you could never go to a convention and like go hug Tom Cruise.
No,
you couldn't.
No.
But like, and I'm not discounting horror really, but I'm saying it's like, if you're in that genre and that's like, you've been pigeonholed, like you're the horror person.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
It's such like a niche genre that...
Well, you wouldn't say Neve Campbell is the horror.
What has she done lately?
She was just in the fucking skyscraper movie with The Rock.
Wow, that's one to add to your resume.
On my Neve Campbell.
I'm not shitting on her. I'm shitting on the skyscraper.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I wouldn't see it.
I wouldn't either. It's Die Hard with The Rock.
What's his name? He played Shaggy.
Yeah, I don't know that guy's
dude,
name.
He was there. The African American hot woman from The Craft was there. Oh, Robin Tooney was there. Man, she
Who's
looks
Robin
good too.
Tooney?
From The Craft.
Okay.
She's the one wasn't one of the bad witches.
I never saw The Craft.
Holy fuck! You should see this movie. Neve's
It's been a
in
while
it.
since you've yelled at me for not seeing a movie.
That's a fun movie, especially when it came out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, actually, no. When it came out, I think you might have been still just a teenager.
I remember. Yeah, I was a teenager. I remember the trailers and stuff for it. And I'm like, oh,
It was fun. It was a fun movie. I liked it.
I'm just saying, like, name
Jennifer Carpenter was there.
Name a few horror, like predominantly horror actors that went on to do other things where, like, their careers like blew up.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, he's like a mascot in Hollywood. Like, they're like, let's just bring Kevin Bacon in.
Fucking Footloose, man.
They made this whole like
A few
game
good
about
men. A few good men.
I'm just saying, he's become a mascot, and ever since that whole 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, ever since that game came about, I feel like directors like, can we get Kevin Bacon?
Can we get some bacon in here? I refer to him as Bacon Cheeks because Sydney get to see his ass in Friday the 13th, and she thinks he's hot. And I said, "You better hide your eyes on those bacon cheeks. Come on." She's like, "What? What are bacon cheeks?" And then his ass is on there, and I was like, "Those are bacon cheeks. You're not allowed to."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But no, it was. This was the best one I've been to.
Oh yeah. Now is it multiple days?
3 days.
3 days. Did you go for all three, or did you go for like a couple?
No, I always
or just one.
I just go for one.
Okay.
I get my celebrity photo bought ahead of time.
Now I have a question.
Do you?
Do you only get your picture taken with Campbell's? Mike got his picture taken with Bruce Campbell, and now the love of his life, Neve Campbell. The Bruce Campbell one didn't turn out so good.
Did not turn out so well.
Bruce caught Mike off guard.
That son of a bitch. I won't ever forgive him. This was done much
I'm sure,
better.
like, that hurts his feelings.
Oh, I'm sure he gives a flying shit. But
everybody that was coming up to Bruce, he was just like, okay, let's take a picture. He sees Mike, this tattooed man who like looks like you look like you can take care of business. And Bruce just is like, oh yeah, this guy, he's going to be up for this. He's like, come on, put your dukes up. Come on. Let's give him what we got.
He's a motherfucker.
And you were like, what?
I didn't even know where the camera was. And there was no ready, click. There was I went to Sydney's first because she got her picture taken with Georgie, the kid who plays Georgie.
Can I please use that picture of you and Bruce as the featured image for this podcast?
Fuck you. No.
You look like...
That's why I texted you last night. Redemption.
Headlights. I know. Mike sent me the picture. He took a picture with Neve Campbell, who was at the Horror Hound.
Yes.
And it looks like a goddamn family picture. Him, Neve, and Sydney.
Yeah.
Now, did you introduce Sydney?
No.
You didn't say Sydney's...
I didn't want to be that douchebag.
I know, but I'm just saying you didn't say like, oh, it's my daughter Sydney, like casually.
So we were the third people in.
Okay.
So
you got
I didn't fuck around. Well, we were number one in the general, but if you paid for the VIP tickets, which was a full weekend thing, and paid a little more money, they let you get in the VIP line for whoever you were getting a picture taken with. I didn't, but we were number one
in the general.
In the general, yeah. So we get up there, and there's two people.
Got some fresh Campbell.
This time I was prepared. Like Sydney, I was like, Sydney, the hair, how's it looking? Do I have anything? Make sure
anything coming on my nose.
Yeah, any of that stuff. And she's like, my God, you're okay. But we get up there, and I was able to see, because I was waiting for some fucking Bruce Campbell fuckery. And I looked in.
You thought Neve was going to come?
I was a little worried, man.
Act like you're chasing me.
Dude. Because people come in cosplay to this stuff, and then they go to these photo ops, and they dress like I saw some douchebag dressed as Ghostface to come in, and I'm like, hey, no, don't do that. Anyway, so we get there, and I see the first person go. It was a couple, and she's like, "Hi," does a quick pose. Second one was just some guy. And she just does the barely little touch thing. And I've been preparing Sydney this whole time. When Neve sees me and says, hello, that I'm going to send her home in an Uber, Sydney.
Yeah.
I'm leaving with Neve. So Sydney thought that was a joke the whole time. But when we get there, it's our turn.
And you had the Uber app pulled up already.
I walk forward. Neve looks up. She smiles. She puts her arms out like this. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I get to touch her. So I walked to her right side.
I thought you would, if she had her arms out, I was just hoping that you just went up and just gave her a bear hug. Like that's what she wanted.
They've got security. I was worried something was going to happen. So, I turn around and, she puts her arm around me and I slip my arm around her. And then, we take the picture. And it was great because it was, she was like, hi. I was like, hi. And I'm trying not to do the starstruck bullshit. And then, the lady who's doing the camera literally said, okay, you guys ready? And I was like, yeah. And we turn, we look, and the lady's like, okay, ready? Click. Fucking Bruce Campbell. There was no one with the camera. There was someone pushing a button somewhere. It was all a black thing that behind it. All you could see was this lens at the last second. So when he's like, yeah, and I turn around and I wasn't even looking at the fucking camera. Anyway, I want to tell you this. So after we do the photograph, Neve turns to me and I said, yes, she did. She turns and I said, thank you. And she said, thank you so much, really. And I said, thank you. She smiles and I leave. We go out and get the picture, print it off. And I said, Sydney, I hope you know that obviously she was in love with me and this might have to turn into something. And then we're standing, the picture comes out and I look at it. The picture, I'm like, I was happy with the picture. And Sydney goes, why is she leaning towards you? In every one of these other pictures, she's standing straight up. And I look down the line, and she is. She's leaning a little bit towards me. And then Sydney had to then say, if she really wanted to leave with you, you really going to send me home in an Uber? I was like, yes. Yes, I am going to send you home. But are you serious? Anyway, you should go to these things. They're fun. Lots of toys, lots of props. Neve Campbell. She looks good, man. She looks good.
Okay, keep it in your pants. I kind of want to go. I want to go to one of these things just to keep your fucking ego in check.
Oh no,
I would have been next in line, and she might have even put her head on my shoulder.
No, she was in love. All right.
I don't know, man.
We saw each other. We both knew.
Okay, and the pictures that were taken before you.
Yeah.
Were the men attractive?
I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Right. There you go. So you were like the first dude that she was like, okay. They're not all mouth breathers.
Okay, so you've got a choice. You can pay for the celebrity photo ops.
I'm being mean. Why am I being
Celebrity
mean?
photo ops one, right?
Yeah.
That you pay ahead of time. They're more expensive than if you wait in line at her table.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually what the running rate is: $40 for a or an autograph, $40 for a picture.
Did you get an autograph?
No, or
I don't give a shit about
you have to
autographs.
go to the table. That's
Okay.
all way. Or you could pay $60.
And you get like a personal photo.
You get $60, and you get a photograph with them signing it, and they'll give you a selfie too.
Okay.
So I only did.
Oh, look, there's my wife.
Hello, wife.
Come say hi.
She's coming to steal the coffee.
Just say hi on the microphone real quick.
Say hi into the mic.
This is a first.
I'm all sweaty.
It's okay. Just come say hi.
You know, this is the second time I've come here that you're all sweaty.
Mike's telling me all about his trip to Horror Hound convention.
Did you see the picture of me and Neve?
What?
Did you see the picture of me and Neve?
Oh, nice.
Didn't they look like a family picture?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Now,
She was in
would
love
you
with
say,
me.
and you can lean into the mic so we can hear you, would you say that Neve was leaned more to Mike's side?
Yes.
That's confirmation, folks.
Thank you. Thank
Neve
you.
Campbell is in love with Mike.
I love you, Kara. So is coffee.
Yeah. That was cute.
That was cute. I
Aw.
like that. She should do that every now and then. That was,
She just got internet famous.
she did. With our
Thousands of
subscribers.
not true.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, look at that.
I know.
Look at this. Tell me about the rest. Like, what did you guys do? Like, what were the highlights for you for this?
The highlights were I spent way too much money again.
Did you buy more toys?
No, I did buy some art. I bought
Okay,
a little
cool.
bit of art. I bought some shirts. Because you've got the normal vendor people who have like, where you do, they're horror prints and they're all this generic
Yeah.
crappy material and stuff. And then you've got people that are actual artists and
Yeah.
they
do, like,
and
it's
it's
like
their own
custom work.
shit. Yeah. So they pay for their little pod table, kind of like at Comic-Con, exactly like Comic-Con, but it's horror. They pay for their table and you walk around if you want to buy in their shit, buy
I
their
wonder
shit.
how much one of those booths cost.
I want to say $200 to $300.
Because, like, if we ever had any kind of success with this podcast or whatever, we could rent a booth for Clown Face and Gas Mask
Yeah.
and show videos that are 8 years old, 8 and 10. I wonder how old our first episode is.
It's old.
I bet it's almost 10 years old.
Yeah, it's almost the fall, and we said we were going to start shooting in the fall. I want to remind you of that.
I'm ready to go
You're leaving, is what you told me.
for a week. You're acting like that 1 week is we were only going to shoot that week and that week alone.
The most I leave you is like 4 days, unless I'm going somewhere by myself.
Hey, we haven't had a vacation at all this year. And going up to Michigan for weddings does not fucking count.
Yeah, it does.
That's exactly what we're doing this time, but we decided actually to go for a week and like spend some time somewhere else. Like we're going to a lake house and shit.
Whatever.
Okay, back to Horror Hound.
Okay,
Tell me the highlights.
So, toys, you don't generally buy toys there unless they're from a guy that does this. Like a lot of people do their own shit. Little art toys. Masks. That's the big thing.
Masks.
Because you got all these people that make masks. You've got the main line people, and then you've got individual artists, like let's say like Warndorf, how he's messing around making. They figured out how to do it. They spent the time, and then they sell their masks there, and they sell their fucking masks. I mean, and they're crazy expensive.
Oh, I believe it.
And most of them are really well done. You got some. You can obviously tell the people that are still trying to learn their craft. They don't look nearly as good as
Right. Well, I mean,
Savini was there.
I wonder how this goes back into like how we're trying to figure out copyright issue with like our YouTube channel. Like we want to show clips of trailers. Like what? Like do they have to get officially licensed to be able to?
Why don't we
say
just reenact everything from the trailer?
I'm off the trailer right now. That'd be so stupid.
We should do that. We should do that for it and everything else.
We can try doing a random video like that.
This is when we're children, and this is when we're adults.
Okay.
We'll do flashback.
You're a fucking
flashback,
idiot.
flashback.
No, like these people that make these masks, I wonder if they have to be officially licensed to, say, make a mask of Michael Myers or something like that.
Almost all these legit people, almost all their shit are just made up new creatures and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So nobody's doing any already like existing
There
IP.
are, but you can tell those are the ones that are They've got more of the generic, lots and lots of bullshit you're not going to want to buy, and it's all overpriced. Whereas the people that are making up their own shit and don't have the licenses for stuff, their stuff is way more creative and usually better looking.
Right. I wonder if they use that anywhere as like an in to get officially licensed. Like, hey, look at these custom masks that I make.
Well,
because
for example,
obviously they could make a shitload more money probably.
Yeah, just like
something
Elvira was there.
Okay.
Tobin from the Saw
How's
franchise.
Elvira looking? She's old as shit, isn't she?
Fucking good. She wasn't wearing the black wig and stuff, but man, I'm telling you, man, she looks good for her damn age.
She was an attractive lady.
Yeah. Good.
I just remember, I think that might have been one of my first experiences seeing that much skin. At one end of one of her movies, she does like the titty tassel dance.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know, but I was like, I don't even know where I was. This must have been in my aunt and uncle's house because that's the only place where I saw things like that.
Oh, when she was on television, I couldn't stop staring at that
And I was
cleavage.
like, holy shit.
I'm not even a boob guy. I was just like locked in on those things, man.
Yeah, I mean, I got a taste of that before my dad or my mom were like, cover your eyes. You cover those eyes. You're not allowed to see titties.
But
and
yeah,
I'm like, why?
Tobin from the Saw franchise was there.
Okay. He's the guy who actually was Jigsaw, right?
Jigsaw. You know who?
You know, The Rock is, or not The Rock, but The Rock, Chris Rock is remaking.
I saw
Saw.
I saw a little behind the scenes stuff of it.
I haven't seen any of the behind.
I just
I'm intrigued.
photos.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, what the fuck is Samuel L. Jackson in this movie?
He's in it?
Yeah, he's like the
Oh,
dad
shit.
or some shit of Chris Rock.
Is Chris Rock is in it too?
He's in it too.
I'm probably actually kind of excited about this.
It's gonna be fucking weird.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I love Chris Rock. I think he's hilarious.
I think he's funny too, but
His bit in Jay and Silent Bob as the director, fucking love it.
I loved him when he was bitching about Darth Vader just being an old wrinkly white man underneath the mask. That was the fucking
was that
best.
Chasing Amy? No.
Yeah, I think it was Chasing Amy.
I don't think he was in Chasing Amy.
I think it was Chasing Amy.
Dogma.
I
He was in Dogma. I don't think he was in Chasing Amy.
think it was Chasing Amy.
Okay, fuck your face.
I'm only saying that because I
No,
remember
that wasn't
Brody-
Chris Rock. That was another guy.
Was it? I thought it was
Yeah.
Chris Rock.
That was their friend who purposely stood up to start shit just for controversy. It was a different actor.
No, I'm telling you, I think
It
Chris
wasn't-
Rock was the guy up there.
It wasn't.
I'll have to look that up.
Because he was calling him like it was him doing like he was doing a presentation,
Yeah.
and Jason Lee's character stands up, and he's like, "What's a Nubian?" And it like started a whole big fight. That wasn't Chasing Amy, and that was not that guy.
I think it was Chris Rock and
It's
Chasing
not
Amy.
Chris Rock.
Anyway,
You're being a bad white man stereotype.
I'm
right
not
now.
No, I'm not. I remember the guy being funny and talking about that Darth Vader, the blackest badass in the universe, is actually just some wrinkly,
Yeah,
white
and it
ass old
wasn't-
dude underneath the
It
mask.
wasn't Chris Rock.
I thought it was.
Okay.
Anyway, you fuck. What was sad was the guy that played the Green Ranger from the Power Rangers, who
Tommy?
I wouldn't have known that
He
this
became
was
an MMA fighter.
Well, I don't know if it's the same. You know, they've changed these
Yeah.
people a few times. He could have been from the shit movie. I don't know. Anyway, that dude was there, had some side table with not near the other celebrities, and was, I don't know, signing autographs or something.
Well, why the fuck was he there?
I don't know why he was there. Sometimes they're not horror people, and
Oh, that's silly.
yeah, like Jamie Kennedy was there, and oh my God, is he unfucking recognizable? He is like, he looks like he is from straight out, no offense, West Virginia hills. Like, he's got this big ass beer gut, wearing shit that looks like he picked through somebody's dumpster after a carnival. He's got a fucking biker.
Right now,
or a
you're explaining
trucker
why
hat
I
on.
was saying
What?
horror celebrities are like the Kmart
Fuck you.
of celebrities.
I don't agree. No, not my Nev. However,
Well,
no, Shannon
Nev
Elizabeth,
didn't start
Shannon
off-
Elizabeth was there from Saved by the Bell and Showgirls, and then no career after that.
What the fuck horror thing was she in?
She wasn't. That's my point.
Okay.
She was there, and she was macking on the guy from Umbrella Academy, who is also not in a horror film. The guy with the huge big dude with the big arms and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. I haven't watched Umbrella Academy.
He was like 2 tables down. He was like 2 down.
Did they kind of lump in sci-fi with this convention?
The fucking from Superman 2, the original Superman 2, the woman that was the bad Kryptonian, she was there too.
Oh, okay.
But she did do some horror stuff.
They must like sci-fi, like,
I think
genre adjacent.
I think if you're a big star, they try to pull you in if you'll come.
And then they just like, well, I guess we got to get some scraps.
Yeah.
Fill these tables in.
Fill these tables in. They had the Jeepers Creepers truck that was actually film used there. You could, I don't know why, I want to see it and take pictures with it. And then they blatantly said, we've got the Christine car.
Who gives a fuck about... Okay, the Christine car makes more sense.
But this is not the Christine car. This is another one that
it's like
a super fan wanted to recreate.
Yeah. Iconic cars make sense, but the Jeepers Creepers... That's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Jeepers Creepers truck. Who gives a fuck? Like,
Right.
when I was a kid, I got my picture taken with the Batmobile. Fuck yeah, the Tim Burton Batmobile. That car is sexy as shit.
Oh, I'd have taken a picture with that too. Yeah.
It's like... Jeepers Creepers truck?
Man, you did
that was good,
That was
right?
good.
Yeah.
I'd have fucked that up.
All right. So you're telling me, like, so there's vendors with cool masks and there's toys and you got to meet celebrities, like some more celebrity than others.
Well,
or at least gawk at the ones that are like, you should have just disappeared.
My daughter, for those of you that don't know her, is scared shitless of the nun from the Conjuring universe. And we walk in, and I knew she was going to be there. I forget the lady's name. Super cool, so nice.
Yeah.
But we walk in, and we see her, and Sydney wouldn't even fucking look at her. Like she's not wearing the fucking nun makeup. Sydney's just locked. We're walking by her. Sydney just looks to the right because the lady just creeps her out. So after I'm like, Sydney, I want to pay $40 and you get a selfie with her. It's almost like, it'll help you get over. She's like, I'm not doing it. After the third time, because we were just kind of wandering around, and we see her again. I'm like, Sydney, there's no one at her table right now. And Sydney's like, fine, I'll do it. So we walk up to the table, and her assistant's like, hi. And she says hi. And I said, hi. I want to get a selfie for my daughter because my daughter is scared shitless of you. And I think it would just be hilarious. She was like, oh, is she? She just stands right up, goes over to her. And I'm standing there, and I'm getting my phone ready to take the picture. And the assistant said, she's like, do you want me to take the picture? I was like, you'll probably do a better job. Take the picture. It's fine. So she gets it because this woman knows that my daughter's scared shitless of her. I've got almost 20 pictures that they did for us.
That's amazing.
Of her coming up, straight ones where she's just smiling and standing next to her, ones where she's like screaming at her while she's holding her face. And my daughter's hands are like vice grips at her waist, just taking it and trying to smile the whole way through. It's amazing.
I particularly like the shot that you sent where she's like strangling Sydney.
Yeah, it was great. And then the assistant's like, Dad, why don't you get in there? And I said, oh, okay, because nobody. I mean, you pay for these selfies. It's literally because we did it with the guy, the Eddie from It. Yeah. And you literally walk up and they come around. Oh, hi. They put our quick little hand around you, snap a picture, and that's it. They let us. She just kept taking fucking pictures. I will show you after this is done. I've got so many pictures because then she has me get in there, and then she stands nice, and then slowly you can see picture after picture. She starts to turn towards me and do her whole at my face. And then afterwards, we finished, and I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." And as we're getting ready to walk away, and she's like, "God, she won't even look at me. She is just absolutely adorable." I was like, "You're pretty damn awesome. You are pretty awesome."
Yeah, when you sent that first picture, I was like, I had no idea who she was. Like Kevin from our group.
I should have cropped it in. Yeah.
Like I was trying to look at her. I was like, she looks familiar.
Yeah.
But I've never seen that actress like not as that nun.
As the nun, yeah.
So I didn't put two and two together. But that lady seems cool as shit. I feel
really...
like she's just excited to ride the wave of that little bit of stardom she got from.
Well, she's been in other things too, but I didn't know. And she's in James Wan's new movie. I guess they're a couple.
Really?
I read something about.
All right.
And she's in his new horror film. That's a new idea.
I didn't mean to say that she doesn't do other things, but
no,
I feel like
I know. Yeah.
Her being the nun
Oh, it definitely
got her like
skyrocketed. Yeah.
And plus, like doing these conventions, like she can actually like interact with people and stuff.
Yeah.
And she seems like she's just hyped to do it.
Yeah, she was.
I like that.
Yeah, she was hyped. She was super nice, super
Like
cool.
she's not jaded yet.
Yeah, no.
So good for that lady. She's pretty cool.
The guy that looked like he wanted to just hang himself in front of the crowd was what's his name? GTA 5.
That guy was there?
Yeah, he was in the Walking Dead season or whatever.
I have no idea what his
he's
name is.
hilarious, right? From the stuff you've seen him in.
Yeah.
But he looked like,
He's just like, God
damn it.
Why do I still have to do this shit? Why am I not a big star yet? Because you're a B actor, bud.
Oh, but he starts eating cookies.
You're great.
Yeah, he starts eating cookies out of a container, and then he asks, while people are in line to I guess, get an autograph or take some, he's just standing there looking like I'm fucking miserable. And he opens up his little fucking Tupperware thing, starts eating a cookie, and he looks at one of the ladies, and he's like, "You
want a cookie?
You want a cookie?" And they're like, "I guess he's like my wife makes them. You want a cookie?" She's like, "Sure." So she grabs a cookie. But the funny thing was, Sydney and I were waiting for her photo op with James Marsters. So we're sitting at a table. We just sat down at a table, and there's nowhere to sit, so other people would sit at the table. We're kind of waiting, resting our legs, and it happened to be that girl that got the fucking cookie. So she's sitting down, and she didn't know the other people that we were just randomly sitting with too. But they started talking, and she said, I forget the guy's name. Anyway, she was like, "Yeah, he offered me a cookie," and I was thinking, look back, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's that fucking girl." And she's like, "I didn't know what to do, so I called my dad, and I said, he gave me a cookie that his wife made. Do you think I should eat it or should I save it?"
What?
Yeah, and then one of the women at the table goes, "No, you got to save that, man. You got to like freeze it or something." And then she said, "Well, my dad said, put the fucking thing in the trash. You don't know where his hands have been or what the fuck are in those cookies."
Right. My immediate thought would be like, that's an edible.
Yes.
And you don't know how much is in there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
save the cookie, freeze it.
Since you didn't send a picture, like how did Sid's picture with James go?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty awesome.
How's that dude looking these days?
Pretty old.
Not in a
that
terrible
sounds like
way.
I'm
super superficial, but
no,
like he was like the cool, slick fucking dude, you know?
And
like,
he stood like he was too in the picture. I'll send you a picture. He unfortunately, lucky for him, I fucking loved him in Buffy. Loved him. So he got a little bit of leeway with my daughter like no one else on the planet would. But because we walk in there and Sydney's like, "You're not in the photo." So I'm like, I mean, I fucking knew. I watched this dude before you even a fucking wrinkle in my balls. And I can't.
She is your daughter.
I know. Yeah, I know. But we get.
She was ready to call you an Uber.
So we walk in. I have to look at the assistants. And I'm like, "Can I?" She won't let me in the picture. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So and he walks up James Marshall's like, "Hey," puts his arm around her. It's draped right around her neck. Luckily, the hand rests on the shoulder. His other hand is,
they got to be careful.
In his pocket with his thumb. He's just kicking back. And then after the picture's taken, he's like, "Right on."
I would like if for whatever reason if Clownface and Gas Mask ever caught on and we went to like I wouldn't care. I'd go to conventions even though I just called it the Kmart of shit.
Fun. Yeah.
I would have fun. We took pictures. I would want to say like some random ass shit after every single one. Oh yeah, pickle time.
Just let them spin that through your head a while. What that actually means.
That's a story they get to tell for the rest of their life. Like I got this picture taken with Adam Shermer from Clownface and Gas Mask, and when it was over, he said pickle time. What do you think that means?
It's all right. Just let it knock around in there. I agree. I like that idea. Let's do that.
And like the same person, like they got their picture taken with you, and afterwards he was like unicorns and horseshoes. What? If I had any level of celebrity, I would just be a fucking idiot. Like
you'd be the Bill Murray part 2, the lesser.
No, I would never.
The lesser cool.
Yeah, it would always be like no one could ever be Bill Murray. That dude is just living life like how you are supposed to live life.
I agree. Yeah.
I wish I could be Bill Murray. I thought this was going to be a shorter episode.
I did too. Anyway, I would definitely say these things are fun. And now the problem is, be smart, people. If you're going to do these, look up your photo scheduled time before you go, because we got there when the general public was allowed in because we didn't have VIP, which the doors open at 11. I waited until we got there to see what time my photos were. And I wasn't until 4:15, and Sydney wasn't until 6:30 with James. And I was like, fuck, we're here for 8 hours.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you
That's
know,
smart.
we had Sydney and I had a great time though. We literally just walked around and fucking Conjuring guy, the guy that plays the Mr. Warren. He was there. He was there too. And Sydney was like, he is a good looking man. I said,
I'm almost surprised that he's there. Because, I mean,
He did a duo photo op with a nun lady, too.
Oh.
So they have their individuals, then you've got your duos. So Neve was doing one for Scream, Neve by herself, and then also one for The Craft.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. So you would recommend going to one of these? For sure.
I would recommend. Yeah, I mean, look what the celebrities are there, because Kiefer Sutherland goes to them. Yeah, look and see who's there. And
I bet a picture with him is expensive.
Yeah, well, Robert Englund so far has been the most expensive. He was $110. Yeah, and by the way, that's if you wanted a selfie with him. And his line, you've never seen forever long. I gotta give the horror genre props. Like their fans are fucking diehards. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, my hard on wasn't nearly as hard as it was for Neve when I saw. Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger side by side not even at the booths, at their photo op things. Because Kane Hodder was there, and I was like, holy fuck. Like raging. Nothing compared to Neve, though. I mean, God, that woman, so sweet.
I feel like a horror convention, it's almost like going to like the Renaissance Festival. Like level, like people are super fucking into it. And even if you're not into it, like you should go. Like I had Renaissance Festival. I've never been into that shit, but I went and I was like, yeah, it's fun.
Oh, you want to go again this year? We go every year.
I'd go.
Yeah, we have a decent time. I mean, there's nothing I can say I'm going to do there that it's fun.
It's good people watching.
I
know that like the one time, I've only been to one, but there was somebody dressed as Doctor Who, which I think is hilarious because you could go to dressed as Doctor Who to anything, and technically you fit.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's kind of a brilliant thing about that character.
I can't. I tried watching it.
I can't do it.
I tried. I can't fucking do it.
I'm not down playing anybody that likes it. I get it. I understand why it has a fan base.
I don't. I even skipped ahead a few seasons to say, let's try to watch this guy, and maybe it'll get better. Nope, it's the same stupid shit. I tried watching 3, and I can't fucking do it. I cannot do it.
I get it.
Not trying to turn off any fan base. I just don't fucking understand you people.
All right. Instead of like saying what we got going on, I'd like to say like if anybody has a topic or a film that they want us to discuss, let us know in comments on the website, on YouTube, or at our social media. Us.
Just
yeah. Like, I guess we never really say it enough. Like, if you guys want to like give us comments, or if you want us to talk about certain things, or if you think that we're assholes, we want to hear it. Like, any feedback is good feedback.
You can call him an asshole.
That's fine.
Just tell me I'm beautiful.
And yeah, reminder, we are on YouTube. We're on social media stuff. We have a Facebook page that Mike made recently, and that's exciting. So if you want to join that, that's cool.
Yeah, like that page. I guess you like it. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I've been off Facebook for so long, I have no idea how it works. So
it's actually the only thing
I think they get like our posts probably show up in their timelines and shit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that way, like if you never know when we're on.
Yeah, and give some patience. I'm still trying to figure that shit out.
Yeah, like, he's finally doing some work.
Post something, and then I've got to post the links for the podcast and post a link for the YouTube also. It's not just one. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm figuring it out slowly.
Maybe someday, like, you bring your laptop over and you show me the stuff, and maybe I can think of some things that maybe we don't have that we need in there.
I spend enough time over here as it is.
Oh, you act like you don't love every second.
Every millisecond.
Millisecond?
Millisecond.
I like it.
I almost went with minuscule. And then I almost went with Milla, so I said millisecond.
All right.
It's my new word for the day.
Okay. Yeah, hit us up on social medias and stuff. Tell us what you want, what you really, really want.
What the fuck? Until next time, thank you for listening. Thank you for letting us in you.
Consensually.
Just like the pause afterwards because we're in you so many ways. Not because we're bored in Ohio, though.
Hey, if you like what you just saw, we'd appreciate a like and subscribe. Because, that helps us. And don't you want to help us? Look at him. He needs help. Hit that. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it hard. Hard. And then comment about how hard you hit it.